Okay, we're back with our second match in this league with Sultai Eternal Command. This hand looks like a keep. We've got a turn 1 Thoughtseize and a turn 2 Grimflare with push and Snapcaster. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep this. We are on the draw. So let's see what our opponent does. Alright, Misty Pass. Well, let us see what's up. Alright, not surprisingly, it is a control deck, but surprisingly, it's a turns deck. So we are looking at Search, Part the Water Veil, Dictate Crucifix, and Snapcaster Mage. This is a bit of an awkward hand in that I really do need to take Search since he will be able to play it next turn, and I don't have any way to blow up lands. I don't have any fielder runes. But Dictate is also really problematic because it just makes all of his extra turn cards that much more powerful. But I will just take this Search, and hopefully we can get our Maelstrom Pulse to take his Dictate. Thought Scour is very good. It's going to allow us to possibly scour ourselves and hopefully turn on this Grimflare. Because we'll get a land with Polluted Delta, Sorcery, Thoughtseize, Instant with Scour. All we'll need is a creature, artifact, or planeswalker to make this a 4/4. And getting early pressure, I think, is very important for taking down this deck. Yeah, so he's gearing up for a Dictate end of turn. It's tempting also to Snapcaster Thoughtseize, but I'll have time to do that. I'm just going to Thought Scour myself right now. Alright, so we got a Planeswalker down. That's our 4th land type. And I can just get a tap land because I'm not going to flash in Snapcaster Mage. And one another blue. Let's get another green since we drew this Eternal Witness. So, Breeding Pool. Let's pay 2 life. Nope. Brutality's pretty good. Bobble's pretty weak. Traverse. I'll put the Traverse in my graveyard just as a Snapcaster target. I think that's no reason to keep this. No reason to keep the Traverse in on top of my library. So I'll just put those to the bottom. Put you on top. And pass the turn. Here comes the Dictate. My opponent will draw 2 cards, which is going to make my discard effects less effective and make cryptic effects more powerful. So my opponent has no additional lands, which is very bad for him. Liliana is not good. I'm not interested in using Liliana this match. I'm just going to play a land, and I will swing in for 4. Okay, so I connect. Let's just go ahead and put I definitely don't want those two. I'm trying to decide if I want another Grimflare. And I think not. I think I'm fine without it. And I'm not going to do anything. Another Dictate? Okay. So what we're going to do is play we'll need another black. So let's get Water Grave. My life total does not matter. Pay 2 life, yes. We're going to counter, and we're going to bounce the Dictate that he has in play. Counter, bounce. He can flash this Dictate back in on his upkeep if he wants the extra card, but that's going to tap him out, which I'm not unhappy to see. So he did not put an upkeep stop, so he didn't get the extra draw. Search, yeah, I don't care about that. Ugh. Well, we're casting this with 2 modes. We want my opponent to lose life, and we're going to take something out of his hand. I wonder if I should E-Witness back a land first. I think either way, I'm going to swing in with Grimflayer. So I'm going to do that right now. Yeah, don't really want any of these cards. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, actually, to be honest, other than, I guess, more Thoughtseizes. E-Witness a land. Let's get a Delta. Yeah, island's fine. And escalate 2 modes. All right, here we go. Okay, discarding one of these fatal pushes. Liliana does, like, her tick down and get back a creature is useful. Okay, so he's got a Cryptic, not surprising. He's got an extra turn spell. He won't be able to play the Part the Water Veil next turn. So I guess I just take the Cryptic so he can't tap down my board when I swing in next turn. And yeah, we will pass the turn. Yeah, getting the extra lane with Witness, I think, was definitely the right play because it means that next turn, if I draw a land, I'll have Snap Cryptic up. Snapcaster is a non-issue because Grimflayer has Trample. So his 3 cards are Jace, Dictate, and Part the Water Veil. So I don't know what he's trying to like. Threaten here. Aether Vial. Bit of a bummer. I'm just going to cast this. Getting rid of the Snapcaster Mage. That way, if he does have something, and I can get in with just the E-Witness. Okay, doesn't matter. He conceded. If I could just get with the E-Witness, get him down to 2, I could snap Collective Brutality. So post sideboard, Brutality seems great. Abrupt Decay seems great. All these counter spells seem great. Even Liliana's not bad. Just I feel like they need a lot of cards in their hand. So he's splashing white. I'm guessing that means some number of Paths to Exile. Maybe that's a Wrath of God, like a Supreme Verdict type effect. Pushes seem bad. They really only can get Snapcaster Mage plus a land that's been awakened on by Part the Water Veil. Maelstrom Push feels like a downgrade from Abrupt Decay. Like definitely one of these should be swapped out with an Abrupt Decay just because everything I'm going to be targeting is going to be converted mana cost 3 or less. And I wonder if the combo is just too slow. Like, it sucks to that I feel like I want to trim the Aether Vials every match, but I think that I really just want a leaner deck. Oh, the Lilianas. Yeah, I forgot that those are not very good. They're good in the sense that they do turn on Delirium. Like, we're only going to have 2 artifacts and 1 Planeswalker if we do this swap like this. But I still think it's better to do this. So I'm just gonna run this. Okay, this opening hand looks good. We have land spells. Abrupt Decay is good. Collect Brutality is good. Mishra's Bauble is just gonna cycle and put an artifact in our yard, so that's good. Yeah, definitely gonna keep this. Leyline of Sanctity. So that sucks. That would be a reason to keep in Maelstrom Pulse. So this Brutality is less than good, but I guess I can only use this Bauble on myself. But Abrupt Decay still gets Dictate. Like this card is still good to have. We just, our discard isn't going to be very good. But we do have Liliana of the Veil, so she can discard this Brutality. I did exile a Ancestral Visions, which will be annoying. Alright, I'm just going to target myself. It's a Delta. Not a card I want to see, but whatever. Thought Scour. Yeah, I'm just going to start by scouring myself. I don't think I need to hold open Abrupt Decay. So, just scour myself and see what we got. He probably has Rest in Peace. Remand. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe he thinks I'm digging for land. I'm not. Oh, I shouldn't have played that with all of these fast lands. Shoot, that was a misclick. I just wasn't thinking. Whatever. It happens. We'll just get an island and Thought Scour myself. Alright, Inquisition. Good to mill because I don't want it. Counter Squall, great card to pick up. I can counter this Ancestral the turn it tries to come down. Search. Yep, you got it. Search and no third land. So, yeah, that's not good for my opponent. I'm just going to blow up this because that's going to stop him from, trying to get that next land drop. Okay, so he hit his third land. He still has no white sources, so whatever he does have white in his deck for. Yeah, this is awkward. If I hadn't played the land incorrectly, I would have double Counter Squall up. But, bit of a punt there. So, I'm only going to have 1 Counter Squall up. So when I go to counter this, if he has a Remand or something, then I'm going to be in bad shape. But we will try to counter that. Yeah. Okay, so punished. That happens. Another Brutality that's not so good here. And we will just pass the turn. I'm tempted to snap Thought Scour just to try to get some aggression on. And so I think I will do that. Let's play a Snapcaster Mage. Targeting Thought Scour. Scour myself. milling a Snap and a Verdant. Yeah, I'll play the Forest so I can have Abrupt Decay, Countersquall, Countersquall. Probably won't need all three of them up, but might as well. Dictate. Yeah, so I'm going to Abrupt Decay this. Yeah, so that leaves up double Countersquall. You really need an additional threat like a Grimflayer or a Tasigur. Tasigur would be sweet. Glenalendra would be good. Opponent has something on my upkeep. Is this stop the turn? What's that card called? Time Stop? Gigadrowls. Oh, God. Okay, can't do much about that. That's pretty smart on my opponent's turn. My opponent's part, so all my lands are going to get tapped. Yeah. So all my lands are down, meaning I'm not going to have counter magic up next turn. Or possibly any more turns, because he might just have infinite taking turn spells that he can chain together. He doesn't have a Dictate. Not paying life. Yeah, this Leyline of Sanctity is making these cards feel foolish, but perhaps I guess I should have seen that coming. So he's at 7 mana. Maybe the first one is Temporal Mastery, the miracled one that costs 7. Well, we've F6'd, so let's let our opponent do his thing. Elixir is not something you see every day. I didn't think those decks play that. And it's also not something I was expecting him to just play that and then do nothing else. Yeah, okay, interesting. Well, I'm going to keep swinging in with Snapcaster Mage. Jace is kind of meh, since I don't have discard to flash back with him, which is really what I like to do with him. But he can let me draw and discard one of these. Let's see who's got Dictate. Yeah. Just denying him cards is really good. Yep. Yeah, and so he's cracking to put his 2 Dictates back in his deck because he needs to draw those. Nexus, okay, that's his win condition, I guess. Jace. I'm trying to decide if I care. Like, I guess it lets him draw cards. The thing is, if I countersquall and he has Cryptic, then that sucks, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Oh, it resolves. Okay, so I guess I'm glad that I went for it. He already played his land, so he can't play a... ooh, wow. Yeah, I'm okay with that. 7 new cards. Whew. This is sweet. Countersquall, Cryptic. Jace can get rid of the Thoughtseize. Thank you, sir. I think I'm okay with that. Like, he drew 7 new cards as well, but I just have all this interaction now. Yeah, this is great. I guess I should have played a Grimflayer there, because I can still Grimflayer plus Cryptic and Countersquall. I guess I wasn't really thinking about my mana. Well, let's start by looting with Jace. Okay, goodbye Thoughtseize. And yeah, let's try to set up Countersquall, Snap Countersquall. Just, it puts damage on him. Okay. He's countering drawing. I guess I fire back. the counter draw of my own. He has a remand maybe. Yeah, remand my Cryptic. Okay. So he gets that down. I mean, that's okay. I'm okay if that's what we fought over. Serum Visions. Like, I got my Cryptic back in my hand. I guess that was a reason to use Cryptic first, so he couldn't remand my Counter Squall. And then he'd have to, yeah, that's what I should have done. So that was a misplay on my part. Well, I'm going to start by looting with Jace. Okay. Probably can bin a Grim Flare. Swing on a Snapcaster. Play a Grim Flare. I don't have enough mana for 2 counter spells. So I think what I'm going to do is cast E-Witness, getting back Counter Squall. And just yield through this turn. Alright, there's an elixir. I mean, it messes with my clock, but I think I'd rather use my counter magic on something that actually furthers his game plan instead of just keeps him alive. Like, that doesn't win him the game, it just stops him from losing a little bit, so I think I'm okay with that. This feels like a Giga Drowse. Yeah. So let's see what his targets are. Looks like he's going after my lands again. And a few of my creatures. So 2 creatures and 5 lands. So he's gonna leave me with 4 lands. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I don't think I want to like use my. Well, I guess I will do this first. Yeah, we'll get rid of Dark Slick Shores. Gets a land in the graveyard for these Grim Flares. Okay, so we'll swing in with Snapcaster Mage. Overgrown Tomb. Don't need to pay life. And I'll just play another Grim Flare. So we've got lethal on board. Yeah, I don't mind if he does that. Because we'll be able to put an instant in the yard. And that gives us 12 power in play. So you add that plus the counter squall, which would deal 14. I think I'm in really good shape. Ooh. I think I have to attempt to counter that. Counter draw. Yeah. That sucks. I'll still be able to swing in for 4 with this Grim Flare, but yeah, this puts me in a bad position. Okay. Tar Pit. Coming in for 4. Yeah, I don't mind E-Witness. I also don't mind Liliana. I think E-Witness gets me back another counterspell. I just don't know if he's going to exhaustion me again. Well, I will just bend the land keep those down. Now, if I do Eat Witness back the Counter Squall, I'll only have three card types, so that's something that will have to be done post-combat if I do get to attack with these Grim Flayers. All right, he kept his card from Search on top. Kept both the cards from Serum Visions on top. So if he's got a turn card, then I could be in trouble. Yep, there's the Time Warp. And now he can Miko Koro. Yep. All right, this might be... I might not be taking any more turns. I think it's going to be pretty likely that he's going to be able to get to another Exhaustion or another turn card. Yeah, definitely misplayed by letting that Ancestral resolve early in the game. I think that was more or less the point where my opponent was able to keep the cards coming, keep doing things. Yeah, there's another Exhaustion. I mean, he's going to be able to flip this Ancestral pretty soon. Just going to pass the turn. Feels like a Part the Water Veil. Yep. Okay, so I'm in trouble. He's going to be able to start attacking for 7 poison. So he just needs one more taking turns card. And with this Ancestral coming offline, I think he's going to be able to find it. Yeah, that plus this is going to flip. There's very little likelihood that I'm going to be able to untap and try to swing in again. Yeah. Okay, so that is game. I won't make him do it. We'll just move on to the next one. Okay, so I guess I was wrong in thinking that Pulse was always better than Decay, since he did have that since he did have the ley line. The other question is, do I want some number of Surgical after seeing what he's been doing with his graveyard? It feels kind of meh. Like, I like all the cards in here. So I'm just gonna keep like this. We will play first. Whew. Please. Oh man. Like, one land. We got some Thoughtseizes, but I mean, if he has a ley line, we just pretty much lose because he is blanking 3 of our cards. I think I have to mulligan because this hand doesn't really function. Maybe if this was blue-black, I might keep because I at least have the Thought Scour to get another card deeper, but... oh, God. Well... he mulliganed as well, but... one land, no land, no land. Oh, gosh. Keep. Huh. I need to get lands. Okay, so he had the ley line on turn 1, so I don't feel like it was wrong for me to mulligan that first hand. Like, that first hand was not winning. It was basically a 4-card land with this ley line. Yeah, not going to fetch because I want more lands. Cool. Yeah, unfortunately, that just happens sometimes. Sometimes you mulligan into Oblivion, which is unfortunate because I think this is an interesting matchup. We can still come back. We draw a land here. Yeah, so there's a land. This will get me a blue-green, and I can Abrupt Decay this. Life, yup. And then now I'll have Counter Squall up. I mean, like, I might be able to get Tasker down and force through. And my opponent's stuck on 2. Okay, yeah, I can get a Tasker here, so I will. Obviously, that sucks if it gets remanded. I'll get a Watery Grave. Pay 2 life. There could be a reason to not play into remand because he needs his other land, and this is helping him cycle. Yeah. But I think I needed to try to get pressure on because that's the only way I win. Okay. Glenalendra, that's a good value card. Is this Giga Drowse? Like, I'm okay with that. I'm not doing anything with my mana, obviously. So I'm okay with him spending a card to tap me down. Like, it would suck because I won't be able to play Counter Squall if I get another land. I can't Cryptic. But, yeah, like, he's not doing anything. Like, that didn't do anything. My guess is maybe he has like a powerful 4-mana card he wants to resolve here. I'm not going to run the Glenalendra into a remand. I'm just going to pass. Yeah, so my opponent's get his 4th land. Scour. Yeah, I'll scour myself. With the Tasker out, that's kind of like a... so at some point I can snap Pulse the Leyline if I really want to. I can't Tasker and hold up Counter Squall, so I won't. Maybe end of turn I'll snap Dot Scour. Yeah, I think I will. Cancel this. Let me just start by adding blue. Yeah, this will just get more cards in my yard and will allow me to Tasker with... he's remanding my Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. I guess I cast Grimflare. Just get pressure down, and then if my opponent doesn't do anything, I can snap Dot Scour next turn. At the end of his turn here. Yeah. So let's try that again. Yeah, I think if I were him, I would have let me attempt to flash it back and then remand the Thought Scour. Okay, so didn't turn on Delirium. Okay, we had double Counter Squall up though, and we can start bashing in. Dumping Jace and Traverse. And yeah, I guess we dump Watery Grave. Yeah, and then I guess what we do is now I'm going to cast Tassiger, exiling, cancel, exiling everything but the Maelstrom Pulse. I'll leave the Overgrown Tomb in case he shuffles cards back in. That'll give me an actual land instead of a fetch land. Okay. Cryptic. Counter draw. Well, we can't Counter Squall because the Flooded Grove is super awkward here, so I will just counter draw here. I think I played a land that turn, right? No, I guess I didn't. So I should have played that Blooming Marsh. That was obviously a mistake. Well, I like that I get to untap. That's cool. And now I've got a 2-turn clock on my opponent, so I'm just going to hold up double Counter Squall. I'm not going to play anything. Put away Abrupt Decay, Collective Brutality, and I might as well get rid of this too because it turns on Delirium. Hibernation. Return all green permanents to their owner's hand. Huh. Yeah, that's fine. Like, it doesn't balance Tasigur. He's black. Because the mana symbols in his text box don't actually affect his color. These guys are lethal if I can resolve one Counter Squall. So I'm not gonna try to fight over that. I'd much rather fight over like a Giga Drowse targeting my creatures, you know? Okay, move to combat. And my opponent goes to 2, so yeah, I'm not going to play anything. Counter Squall that, maybe? Is that good? Wow, okay, so just want to point out there, we mulligan to 4. Our opponent did mulligan to 6, but we mulligan to 4 on the play. And we still took down that match. Almost handily, too. We have so many good cards in our hand. So this deck has a lot of value packed in it that it was able to grind that out. I mean, admittedly, my opponent's not playing a tier 1 deck, but I think that definitely can show the strength and resiliency of the Sultai color combination.